Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, so you've seen the shocking show, Abby. When I told you guys that I didn't think there would be anything out of the ordinary, you guys thought, Azine has come again. But seriously, what's there to be shocked about? Like I said, the only thing they're gonna do that might shock me maybe is to evict Lakon, or the rest. I knew somehow. I know you guys also know that Lakon is safe. Trikytee will go. The whole confusion was between Ozo and Dorothy. So as it is right now, Trikytee becomes the 14th evicted housemate from the Big Brother Bbnaija house, and Ozo becomes the 15th evicted housemate from the Big Brother house. So now we have Dorothy, Lakon, V, Neo, and Nengi in the finals. Congratulations to them. So let's get down to how the show started and what everything that happened in the show. As usual, Ebuka was adorned in this beautiful outfit, and he came with this kind of like general vibe that gonna give some cool, and he even started the show by saying fellow Nigerians. I'm like, hey, God do. If not that I have to report about it or give you guys analysis of the show, wallahi, I wouldn't have watched, because somehow where it was as if I was sitting down in that chair in my sitting room and my heart was somewhere in Ojueleba. I'm telling you, it was just somehow. But then again, I had to know that last two people has got to go. So the show started as usual. DJ Neptune was there, and lest I forget, DJ Neptune is gonna be the DJ on Saturday, the final party. He's gonna be the one in charge of the DJing of the show. So and I also heard somehow that the ex-housemate might be at the party. I don't know how true that is, but it's gonna take it with a pinch of salt. Anyways, so the show started, and then Ebuka started by asking Nengi how her week went. And she said it was a bit rocky. It was good, but it was a bit rocky. And, Ebuka said, okay, tell us about the rocky side, what happened. And she said, okay, that, when you're getting to know someone, of course, you guys will have your differences, but you resolve it, as Ozo is her close friend. And Ebuka was like, close friend? First friend, now close friend. What exactly is he to you? And she was like, Ozo is my best friend. And we're like, okay. Then he moved over to Neo and asked him about what he said at the party last night. Neo told Ozo at the party, guy, lock up, at least you have to give this girl some space and all that. And Neo explained that as a human being, as a guy, as a human being, you have to give yourself some self-worth. And I totally 100% agree with him. Like, even if you love a girl, that he understands Ozo is that kind of a guy that will give breakfast in bed, lunch in bed, dinner in bed, do everything for you. But then again, you've got to let the girl, give her space to miss you. That's normal, and that's what he means. And Ebuka was like, do you think that Nengi is using Ozo, or do you think that Ozo is doing too much? And he said that he doesn't think that Nengi is using Ozo, and also he still doesn't think that Ozo is doing too much. It's just his nature. Now he now came back again and talked to V, and this time around he asked V about the whole nomination process, how she got to convince Trikytee and Lakon to pick Dorothy. And she was like, she did not manipulate them or anything, that everybody had a chance. And Ebuka was like, we saw you actually convince them, because initially there were two different names, and by the time we were done, it was now two different names entirely. So how did you pull that convincing heist up, or nomination heist to be precise? And she was like, she just did more convincing and all that. So that was it. Then Trikytee, first Lakon, of course, when they called Lakon, there was no surprise for me there, because I knew that Lakon was safe, and he now said Lakon should sit down, that he's safe. V's reaction was like, oh my goodness, she was relieved. Basically I thought I think that V might be thinking, or might be in her head, she might be thinking that, Ozo will be safe and Dorothy will go, but that didn't happen. So after that, Trikytee was now interviewed by Ebuka. He was shown his his highlights in the show, which was really, really funny. And Ebuka asked him, like, what does it feel like to be standing up and having your ex-housemate or your fellow housemate save you from remember the days when the housemates get to save people? And he was like, he doesn't even know what they saw in him, but he was grateful for the fact that they got to save him. And Ebuka was like, okay, there's this saying by some housemates and some viewers that you always have a way to, find your way near people that are in power, like people that are HOH. And he said it's really not so, that also was HOH for like 2 weeks, 2 times, but he wasn't really never close to him. People like Erica, he was already close to him. People like Nengi, they were already close, so there was really nothing like that. And he now asked him about, okay, you've always been upfront about your relationship. Do you think that at some point hindered your chances or made you kind of like confined you in the house? He was like, no, that even if he's single, and he also talked about Watoni, that even if he's single, there was no way that he will do anything in the house. It will have to be outside the house. That, he liked Watoni, and Ebuka said, okay, since we are talking about Watoni, let's talk about her. I said, I liked Watoni, but then, even if I wasn't in a relationship, it will still be outside. And he also talked about the fact that he likes Dorothy. He likes her personality. He likes the way Dorothy is. And Ebuka was like, 3 days ago or so, you guys had an issue about the Indomie tax. And he was like, that he didn't know, how after the tax and Dorothy came at him and that was it. But it got to him, but he kind of like let it go and they are cool now. So that was the interview with Trikytee. Trikytee is such a happy soul, as if he just knew that, I've done my best. See, I feel Trikytee had a great run in the house. Who knew that he would get to the semi-finals? Like, that's incredible. We all thought that maybe week 3, week 4 he would go, but look at how grace has brought him here. Congratulations, Trikytee. When he was evicted, trust me, I wasn't sad. I was actually happy for him. He has done a great job. He had a great run in the house. He was not even hiding. He was in everybody's faces, but then again, he was jovial and he wasn't stepping on toes. So congratulations to Trikytee. And then Ebuka now said that Big Brother showed him that there will be one more eviction tonight. That was where my heart was doing boom, 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 because the 2 people that are remaining, Ozo and Dorothy, they are kind of like, let me say, I liked them both, so it was kind of like hard. I knew that that's where the dilemma will come between the both of them. So now said the person, Ebuka now came and said, the person that I'm going to call, before he came there, he talked to Dorothy and asked her, okay, what do you think about the nominations? Do you feel that the people that were safe at New and V, the couple, do you feel played? And she said, that she actually feels played when the results came out. But then again, it might be a coincidence, or it might be that they actually did discuss it, that she was insisting on some names and some other people were insisting on some other names. But right now, looking at it, that she actually feels she was played. Also, on his own part, before he was evicted, he talked about the fact that he doesn't feel he was played. He feel like he went with what the team wanted, and that was it. So when Ebuka came back into the house, he now said, "We all the nominated housemates stand up." Before they even say all the nominated housemates, Dorothy has already stood up carrying her shoe in her hand, and Ebuka, so that was it. So Ebuka was not like, the person I called their name will be leaving the Big Brother Naija house. I'm like, hey God, and that was where Ebuka waited and waited and waited. Dorothy was already stepping out, like she was already moving. Lekon was kind of like telling her to calm down and all that, giving her that reassuring smile, reassuring, look, also was already gone. Let me just say his mind was not there. It was very evident. So Ebuka now finally announced, also, you've been evicted from the Big Brother Naija house. Wow, everywhere was somehow, Dorothy went to hug him. Everybody hugged him. Neil was disappointed. Then Nengi, he hugged. See, that guy loved Nengi to the end. Even as they were, saying, oh, hugging and hugging, you know how it is when people get evicted. He still tried to hold Nengi, to even kiss Nengi, but Nengi curved him. V is a case. I'm telling you, do you see what she did? She started laughing. People of God. Now what? So yeah, that was it. Oh, that was it. That was the show. Then after Ebuka now, questioned also, not really questioned, like interview, the normal interview, and he was like, I feel like don't mind me. So he was more like then a lot of people would think that he's a dumb, and then because like I never said that, like why would you think that? I said because he was showing Nengi so much love, but she was not reciprocating that love, and a lot of people would think that he's dumb. But then again, he liked her, and Ebuka was like, okay, when did this love start? He was not like, I think in the 3rd week before his birthday, that she said some things to him that he was ignoring her. Then she said some other things to him, and that was how the love blossomed. And yeah, that was it. I think Ebuka asked him about the fact that Nengi had something going on outside the house, and I didn't really pay attention to that, because I was still trying to get through the moment. So that was it. So he's now started giving vote of thanks. Yeah, and I kid you not, you can go watch the video. Also was actually giving vote of thanks to his mother, to his father, to his family. I'm like, okay. At some point, Ebuka was just standing there. He was smiling. He was tired of the talk, but he cannot cut him off, but we can't listen to it. But that was it, guys. That was it. So this is how you guys voted. I see a lot of social distancing here. Lekon, 50 point something %. Ha! Dorothy is the only one that actually tried to get close with 26 point something, and she topped what's his name also, and Trikytee. There's a lot of social distancing going on in this chat. People of God, this is how you guys voted. So congratulations to all the finalists. Ebuka came into the house and he asked them to stand up, and their hearts was still dim, bim, bim, bim. I knew that nothing else was going to happen, and Ebuka asked them to hug each other and congratulate each other that they've made it to the finals. But then again, that doesn't mean that they should relax, and they should be patient. And he made this adage with Agbalemo. I don't know if you guys know Agbalemo. I don't even know the English name. Udara, that's what we call it in Igbo. Agbalemo is like the most common name in Nigeria. It's a fruit, and he said it's only a patient person that is patient will get to chew the Agbalemo to know that it can turn to chewing gum. If you know that experience, especially the skin of the Agbalemo. So yeah, that was it. And then they all were happy and all that. A lot of them were grateful. Then Big Brother asked them, all of them, to move to the lounge. Then they all should move to the garden. And there was champagne, there was rosé. It was so much fun. The jacuzzi was on for them. There were glasses for them. Yeah, they are the finalists. They are the finalists of the Bbnaija season 5. And I love what Neo did, while they all had their toast, and then they were about to pop the second bottle of drinks or wine, and Neo was like, before they do that, they should be calling out the names of the previous housemate. They started from Lilo and ended at Ozo. So congratulations to all of them. They all deserve it somehow or another. People that schemed their way through, people that fought for it like Dorothy, people that were Grace brought them there like Nengi, people that sneaked, they schemed their way through like Neo and V, people that Grace and so much, they fought their way there and Grace brought them there. I think it's a combination of Grace and a lot of work, and charisma and faith that brought Lekon there, and we already know he is the winner. So congratulations to all of them. Now to you all, give me your top 5 in order from the person that will win to the person that will be the 5th. Let me know in the comment section. For me, I think my top 5 will be, let me start from the least to the winner. I think V, Neo, Nengi, Dorothy, and Lekon. That is my prediction. Let me know your prediction. Who knows? Maybe I might throw in a prize or two if you get it wrong, if you get it right. Who knows? Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button. And before I forget, voting lines are open. Voting lines are open. Please, you can now start voting for your favorite housemates. Voting starts now till Friday. Please vote for your housemates. Yes, your favorite housemate. Thank you very much. Until I come your way again, I remain your girl, Aizen Williams. Have yourselves a beautiful day, guys. Bye, guys.